Hi guys, so today we're going to present you our figures of speech, which is alliteration and anaphora. What is a figures of speech? Figures of speech is any intentional deviation from literal statement or common usage that emphasizes, clarifies, or embellishes both written and spoken language. Figures of speech are found in oral literature as well as in polished poetry and prose in our everyday speech. What is an alliteration? It's when two or more words that start with the same sound are used repeatedly in a phrase or a sentence. The repeated sounds creates the alliteration, not the letter specifically. For an example, tasty tacos is considered an alliteration, but thirsty typist is not because the TH and the TY don't sound exactly the same. How to use an alliteration. An alliteration can be used to draw attention to the most important aspect of a phrase, or it can be used to create musicality and rhythm in an otherwise plain phrase. In order to use an alliteration, you first have to think of a subject you want to emphasis on. Then you think of words that can relate to the subject and beginning with the same sound. Then you place those words closely together in a sentence. For example, imagine that you are trying to advertise a fantastic new clothing store. Here are some examples. Here's an example of a normal sentence. I love this place. They've got comfortable t-shirts, but they also have luxurious and interesting style as well. You want to emphasize that this store sells clothes which are comfortable but also unique. In order to do so, begin with comfort and think of other C sounds. Here's an example with an alliteration. Lucy's boutique has luxurious and lovely clothes for ladies. In this sentence, the store luxuriness is emphasized with L. Words Lucy, luxurious, lovely, and ladies. For the next sentence, we're going to try to go with clothes. So here's an example. Selena's closet sells comfortable clothes and creative concepts. In this sentence, the store name is catchy due to alliteration. It's comfortable yet unique clothes are emphasized more than in the previous sentence. When to use an alliteration. Tips and tricks. Successful alliteration begins with understanding the effects of sounds at the beginning of a word. 1. Match the sound to the mood. 2. Use consonant sounds for impact. 3. Grab audience attention. 4. Use alliteration for empathize and impact. 5. Spice up your marketing and advertising. And finally, make education and training engaging.
So what is an anaphora? So an anaphora is a particular word or phrase, and it is used repeatedly within a speech or a text. It is a way to emphasize a particular point, like for example, an item, a person, or a place. In William Blake's speeches, they contain a lot of anaphoras. So for example, in every cry of a man, in every infant's cry of fear. So basically they are repeating in every, so that makes an anaphora. So how to create an anaphora? So in order to create an anaphora, you need to think of what you want to emphasize in your phrase. After that, you repeat that phrase, that word in the phrase at the beginning of each sentence. Oftentimes, anaphora is used to inspire and excite. So for example, imagine someone is giving a speech which encourages citizens to vote. So, for example, the normal sentence for that would be the people need to rise up, make themselves heard, and improve their country. So, in sentence one, you want to emphasize the people, but also the who. So, we the people need to rise up. We the people need to make ourselves heard. We the people need to improve our country. So in sentence two, you really want to just think about the people. So basically you would say the people need to rise up, the people need to make themselves heard, and the people need to improve their country. The best way to find an anaphora is to sound it out. So try to hear the same constant sound and look around to see if every sentence starts with the same word. So
Thank you for listening to our presentation.